A court in the United Kingdom has jailed a Nigerian carer 8 years in prison. This guy is a Nigerian who came to the United Kingdom many years ago, and the people that knows this guy, they are still in shock because the perception that they have about this guy is not someone that they've ever believed would land in prison for what he has been found guilty for. There are valuable lessons that can be learned from the story of our brother Rufus Onya. Onya is a healthcare practitioner. He has settled in the United Kingdom, been here for many years, and he has been working in the care sector. Good afternoon. If you want to follow Diaspora news, you want to get the latest update about immigrant lived experiences in the diaspora, this is the place to be. We share stories to inform and educate our audience, and we realize that there is no substitute to information. Rufus is a 47 years old Nigerian. The guy has been working in the care sector for many years since he arrived in the UK. This guy, he was doing relatively well. He met some people that he knew back home in Nigeria and told them what he was doing for a living. These people that he met, a lot of them were doing very well. They were driving nice cars and they have landed properties in Nigeria. And they told Rufus that, look, brother, this care that you're doing is going to take you a very long time for you to achieve what we have achieved. In fact, you are wasting your time. Rufus therefore asked them, what is the way? Show me the way, my brother. And this guy said, look, we have some operations that we can link you up with, and you will be living the dream. Brother Rufus asked these guys, what is the operation that you guys are going to link me up with? Initially, they were reluctant to tell Rufus. After some time, they told Rufus what they were doing, and Rufus said, well, if this is what you guys are doing, that you guys are living the dream and making a lot of money, count me in. I want to live the dream just like the way you guys are living the dream. The guy said to Rufus, okay, no problem. Before you know what was going on, Rufus started living the dream. He started making good money. Before you know what was happening, Rufus, who has a good, stable relationship with his partner, before you know what was happening, Rufus started having woman on the side. The woman, the girlfriend that Rufus had on the side, knew what Rufus was doing and how he was making his money, because Rufus was very, very transparent with the girl. He said him and this girl, they've known each other for a very long time and they've got a good relationship. And Rufus then said to the girl, look, I need you to be helping me to do some things. Help me land the money, send the money to Nigeria, because I don't want it to be traced to me. This girl agreed to be helping Rufus. She was helping Rufus with the money. Before you know what was happening, because of the amount of money that Rufus was getting, Rufus then left that girl. He started seeing another girl. That was the beginning of Rufus's downfall. When the girl realized that Rufus is no longer taking her call, she will call Rufus. Rufus will say, I'm coming, and he never respond to this girl. And the girl started wondering, what is going on with the love of my life? Meanwhile, the girl herself, she was benefiting from Rufus's empire. The girl now realized that what she was benefiting from Rufus's proceed, someone else was now enjoying it. The girl now realized, after trying several times to contact Rufus, and Rufus refused to take the girl's call, and the girl started hearing rumor that our brother Rufus now has a new girl. When the girl realized that another woman is now enjoying what she was enjoying from our brother Rufus, And that was when the girl started coming up with a plan to bring Rufus down. The girl wanted confirmation that, yes, it is true that this relationship with Rufus is over. And when she got it by seeing Rufus with this other new girl, and the new girl happens to be someone that this girl herself, she knew. And that was why this girl, she was absolutely livid. She could not believe that someone who knew her is not going around, sleeping around with her man and enjoying Rufus's criminal proceed. Meanwhile, the girl knew where the dead bodies were buried. She knew all of Rufus's secret and how he was making money. And therefore, when the girl realized that the relationship was now over, that was when she then contacted the police and said, you know what, officers? I know the source of this man's money. I know how he is making his money and where he is hiding all his proceeds. The girl shared the information with the police, and the police started laying surveillance on her brother Rufus. One day, Rufus was driving on the M6 heading towards Carlisle. He loaded his car with the things that he was going to supply. As soon as the police officers saw Rufus, they immediately stopped Rufus. When they stopped Rufus and they asked him, where are you going to? Rufus said to them, he became nervous. He was saying, he was giving them conflicting information. One information and the other, the officers knew that they've got what they have been waiting for. They arrested our brother Rufus. You'll be shocked when you discover what they found from this healthcare professional's car. They found white substances, which they suspected to be Class A drug. They went to Rufus's house. He was arrested. They took him to his house in Kent, searched his house. Meanwhile, the guy already told the officers information about where Rufus hides all his money and everything. The officers went to Rufus's house. They searched the house, forensic search, and they discover large sum of pounds hidden under his bed and other location in Rufus's house. When the officers then searched Rufus, Rufus initially pleaded not guilty to the offense. The case went to court, and the officers had overwhelming evidence that Rufus was intending to go and supply Class A drug. Remember, this is a man who was a hardworking man who's never committed crime. But because he met old friends who told him that this lane that you're on is going to take you time for you to be able to buy land in Lekki when we are already living the dream, our brother then changed his path straight away, and he wanted to make money overnight. Our brother was found guilty, and Rufus has then been sentenced to a total of 8 years in prison. This man who has no criminal conviction is going to be spending 8 years in jail for what he has been found guilty for. Rufus is now starting to serve his sentence. He's now serving 8 years in jail. While Rufus is in jail, another guy, Kevin Ozamila, who we suspected to be of either Nigerian or Ghanaian, this guy, his case, he was in a car, a taxi that he hired, coming back, and he forgot his phone in the car. When he left the phone in the car, the taxi, this is the case of Kevin. The taxi driver took the phone and took it to the police station. The WhatsApp message on the screen on the phone was that I need strong one, I need Class A, I need Class this, I need this. The taxi driver saw the messages on the phone and suspected straight away that this was a drug dealer who left his phone in my car. They dropped the phone with the police station. Kevin then realized that the phone is being dropped with the police station. He asked someone, one of his boys, to go and collect the phone from the police station. The boy went to the station and said to them, look, I left my phone. I want to collect the phone. That was how the officers knew that he was not the one that owns the phone. The phone belongs to someone else, because from the messages on the top, they can see the messages on the WhatsApp talking about Class A drug. And that was when they then arrested the young man that came. The young man that came he was naive. He was promised money to go and collect phone. That was why he went to the police station, wanted to collect the phone. That was how officer there retrieved this guy, used this guy, they traced him to Kevin, and from there, Kevin was arrested, and they realized that they have overwhelming evidence that he is also involved in drug dealing. Brother Kevin has also been sentenced to a total of over 6 years in prison. Two young men who were doing very well because they want to make money overnight and they knock around with the wrong crowd. They are now being added to the statistics of black men who are in jail in the UK. What is your view? Do you have any sympathy for them? In the case of the brother Rufus, he is blaming the girlfriend for snitching on him, and he is saying that it is the girl, she was the one that brought him down. Do you have any sympathy for these two men? Let me know what your views are in the comment section, or do you think it's a spiritual attack? Don't forget to give this video a like so that people can learn. Greed is destroying our people. People want to make money overnight. Because of that, they end up doing silly things. At the end, they end up in jail. If you see any value in this content,